I should make it clear that I am not an archaeologist. I am a public historian, which is, if you think about us, we're sort of like the UPS guys of history. We take history, the work of great historians, and we do research ourselves, and then we make that history make sense to the public. Mm-hmm. So if you ever watched the History Channel and watched a documentary, that's a public historian working. My students and I were working on a project with the city of New Richmond on their bicentennial. The bicentennial of the New Richmond allowed us to do an exhibit that was about a lot of different subjects. And one of the subjects we did was the Claremont Academy. And the Claremont Academy was a school that was open to women and African Americans long before that was an accepted norm.
Probably the basement of the schoolhouse was dug out, and then unfortunately it was used as a rubbish pit. So a couple of weeks ago we had some help from NKU students, and they cleaned out the pit, which is probably the old basement of the schoolhouse foundation.
They had girlfriends, they had breakups, but their life was a little bit different, because at your high school everybody's welcome. At this high school, everybody's welcome, but the outside world didn't see it that way. They didn't think you could educate African Americans. They didn't think they thought it was a waste of time to educate women. This place was very different. And that's what's so exciting about it, especially in this time that we have now, where there's sort of been a resurgence of racism and sexism. This place was like 150 years ahead of its time. I think that after the Civil War, between about 1870 and 1895 was a recession. And so I think what happens is that people who could afford and could go someplace else to find jobs did so, and the people that couldn't stayed. And so I think a lot of the African Americans had the opportunity to move west or move into Cincinnati, and that's what they did. They went to follow jobs.